Welcome up back, everybody, to our first Christmas episode, 2025 New Year's episode, maybe. I think that'll probably be it for the year. It's been a weird year. A lot of life events have unfolded. And what the heck is going on with our government? Can I just say that? Doesn't really feel like Christmas to me. It's sunny outside. Haven't seen much snow. Yeah, it's really cold too by the same time for some reason. I don't know. I was thinking about Christmas a lot today. I mean, it's Christmas Eve now. I uh I just remember it was like a lot different when we were kids. And I don't know if it's just that us as grown-ups now didn't keep those weird traditions that maybe our parents or our friends' parents or whoever was there was setting like that example for. We For instance, like it was like a big deal to go around. I mean, I remember being a kid, there was like lines of people in cars. They would like there'd just be lines of cars driving around looking at Christmas lights, just neighborhood Christmas lights, and that was like the thing to do on Christmas Eve. And now you don't really see Christmas lights at all. You usually see like it's either way overdone with music, and it's just like I don't know. Just things seem different now. All these blow up decorations. Geez, I just no effort. You just plugging it in. I feel like part of Christmas is having your grandpa yell at you that you didn't nail the nail in the right place. I don't know. What else comes with Christmas? Lots of bad traffic. I know that. Not that it's not bad without the holidays, but geez. I don't know. I remember there was a lot of different places we had to go. You'd wake up super early, and of course, your parents would already be up, and presents would be there, and then immediately after, you're on to the next house, on to the next house, on to the next house, and then you wind up at church. Quick little sermon. It was so chaotic. So much chaos. There were so many things to do. You just felt overwhelmed. So much trash that you had to pick up. It just seemed like such a waste of wrapping paper. And if every house in America is throwing away that much paper, that's crazy. Makes you thankful, like kind of miss the chaos. Whenever you get older and it's not there anymore, you're just kind of looking back like, what? Where did it all go? People just grow up, but that's the thing is not everybody's forcing everybody to I don't know, there's just something missing. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if it's just our values have changed as a society, maybe. It's interesting to think about. Holidays are busy for everybody, and they're like, it seems like they're really hard on everybody too. You don't really ever find that person that's just super excited that it's just Christmas. It's always we got to do this and we got to do that. We got to go here. Nobody's just genuinely enthusiastic that it's Christmas. Not that I know of, anyways. Maybe that says more about me. Maybe I need to choose different people to surround myself with. I don't know. I know that I'm thankful for a lot of things that have happened this past year. Been a lot of disappointing moments as well. I've kind of got that weird ability to just kind of laugh things off and make fun of them until I'm able to cope with it, but I don't know if it's like that for most people. And maybe that's why it's so hard on so many people. But isn't that part of like just life in general? We know from the start that this thing doesn't last forever. Why is it so hard for us to just enjoy the moment, enjoy what we have? Why are we so driven on making things better and having more and growing, and it's just ingrained into us? What the heck am I even talking about? What are you doing, dude? You got to get out of here. Surprise guest. Either way, I love this weather. I'm loving the rain. Dude, stop it. Get out of here. I'm like, I'm like, I don't know what it is with me. Maybe it's from like so many years of being on pills and then getting off of them. That's what I honestly think it is. I get really cold. So the slightest bit of wind with the cold, I'm just shivering. I need jackets. It might be that I'm just like super skinny. I don't really know what that is. I see these people walking around in shorts and t-shirts, and I'm just like, it just, I don't know. I don't know how you guys block that out. That's crazy. There's always that kid at school too. His nose was always running. You could tell he was cold. He just wanted to tough it out. Not me. I'm the one sitting in class just because it's warm. I ain't going out to recess. No way. Dang. New Year's 2026. I thought we'd be in like flying cars or something by now. I thought we were going to do way cooler stuff than we're doing now. It seems like somebody's going to have to like stand up. Somebody's going to have to gather a group of people together and somehow, I don't know, what is there any fixing what's been broken in our society? Is there any way to like get people to like actually get along again? Am I just talking out of my ass? Am I out of the loop? It just seems am I the only one that feels like things are different? Am I the only one that wishes things were different? And I don't want to sound ungrateful at all. I have like the best friends, supportive family. I mean, we've been through our parts, but there's no beefs anymore. All that stuff's over with. it just seems like there's just something broken in our world, and maybe it's just the fact that we don't have reverence for God anymore. I mean, it does seem like this country was built on the fear of God, and I mean, and maybe that's like just like being disciplined as a kid, as like you didn't want to get a spanking, and maybe we just got too afraid of, like, where we're not afraid of spankings no more, and we just do what we want. We just tear this world apart. Dude, you are so distracted. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. Go play. Man, and you guys might have noticed this break that I've been on this past month. I haven't put out any new episodes, and I'll just address that really quick. First off, like, this is something that I didn't ever think it was going to be a podcast. This is something that I wanted to do, uh, like, privately. But I've noticed that it doesn't really carry any weight when you tell your story to just some person that you might never see again. I wanted it to be a way to 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 release that trauma or pain, or just get your story out there. Just tell something cool you did. Tell something funny you did. Tell something cool you built. I don't know. It's a very loose format, obviously, but I had never had any intentions on anything bad. I never. So there may be guests on here that some people may not like, or they might have controversies with behind the scenes. But let me just first off say that that has nothing to do with me, and it's probably going to get a lot worse. There's probably going to be a lot of people on here that a lot of people won't like, that I won't even like. But that defeats the purpose of what I'm trying to do here. If I tell certain people yes or no, they can't tell their story. And so that side of the podcast is going to remain that way. Still going to do testimonies. I don't care who likes it or not. I do want to bring some more humor into it and some different segments. This next year, I'm going to try to buckle down a little bit harder and dive into it and make more time for it. If you guys know me, you guys know that I'm stretched beyond my limit. Um, but I still try to take as much time as I can to do the things that make me feel creative and like I'm giving back. And this is something that I feel I'm actually doing that's productive. And it might not be. It might be destructive as it gets. I might be just wasting hours of my time. But I've learned a lot. I've said some things I needed to get off my chest. I've I've grown to know that my story isn't the end of the barrel or the bottom of the barrel. Like it gets deeper. It gets crazier. A lot of people are dealing with things that I had no idea, and I didn't know that I was gonna hear. And it. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but whenever I hear people talking, it's almost like I imagine it in my head, and you don't you don't tend to put yourself in those people's just everyday people's shoes and realize that like a lot of people are actually hurting, and that's why a lot of people are angry, is because you don't want to be the guy who's a crybaby. You don't want to be hurt, but you want to get, so if you're mad it somehow masks your pain, but in all reality we know that's not true. Every one of us knows that's not true. I guess what I'm trying to get at is I've felt very positive over the past couple months, and I've seen things looking in a positive direction. Things look like they're gonna get better. But I think that for me, what I want to do is I want to take like an offensive, positive attitude towards things. I don't want to wait for things to happen and then have to choose to be positive or negative, or how am I going to react to this? Does this bother me? I need to be a bigger man. I think that I want to just offensively just know that everything's good. Know that everything, and if it's not, I'm gonna make it that way. I'm gonna make jokes about it. I'm gonna have fun about it. I'm not gonna let um I want to strive for better days while that we still have days left, because to be honest, in my eyes, things don't look that good in the world. But there's still good things around us. And there's still good that to be done. Like we could still have fun and do things and change lives uh and change our own lives. We don't have to sit here and keep doing the same things we always do, you know? And I'm just talking to myself. I'm not preaching at nobody. I'm just These are the thoughts I have about the things that I want to do in my own life. I want to start waking up earlier. I want to start being outside more. I want to start seeing the bright side of everything, because honestly, if it's always going to be negative, if it's everything is always going to be down, if everything's going to be, it's got to be my attitude. I got to change my attitude. I can't suffer the pain of everything else that's going on. And I can't fix the world. There ain't nothing I can do. I can't fix anybody else's lives. All I can do is just be a beacon of positivity. That's all I want to be. That's it. I don't really have any advice on how to do that. I don't really know how to do that. I feel like I'm a negative person. I'm always looking at what's going to break, what's going to fail, how do we prevent it from failing, how do we fix it. I'm never always looking at like if we just push on, we can make it to the end. It's always like, oh crap, we broke. What are we gonna do? How do we fix it? There's like a way to look at things. It's almost like you give up before you even test to see if you can make it to the end, or if you can make it through this. You get in your head and you start giving up and just assuming the worst rather than at least pushing to till it broke. Because if it's not broke, why the hell are we worried? Why are we stressing? Because we think it's gonna break. We don't know. We ain't God. We don't know what the hell's gonna happen. Keep pushing. Keep pushing it till it breaks. And then when it breaks, you might be next to somebody who knows how to fix it. I mean, I don't know. I'll speak for myself. I'm not going to say us because I honestly don't know. I don't talk to enough people to know what's in their heads. I just know what's in my head. And I know that a lot of times when I know something, if I know something from experience, like I know you can't turn that hard, the wheel's gonna snap, you can't hit that ditch that way. There's just some things that you just know. You know, like they're just mathematically, that's just how it works. And even though I know, and I'll see somebody struggling with it, or I'll refuse to open up or even say a word because I simply don't have it in me to want to have to argue or prove it somehow. You know, like when I was growing up, I didn't have like just one dad. I had all these different people around me, my friends' dads that I looked up to. I never really thought of anybody as just like my dad. I never really had that. So whenever I would gather information, if I had a problem, I would go to 5 different people and say, "Hey, what do you think this rattle in this engine is?" Oh, they'll do that. You got an exhaust leak. I go to the next guy like, "Oh, it's your dampener. You need a new dampener." I go to the next guy and like, "Oh man, that sounds like a rod." And then I go to another guy and he's like, "Just get underneath it and look." And then I go and I'm sitting underneath it and it's a freaking tumbleweed caught in my torque converter, just clicking in the transmission because I just went through the field on my way home. And so I'm thankful for that. That's a big thing that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for all of you people who are going to hear this who know that you were part of my life. Just know that I remember you guys. I thank you, and I wouldn't be here without my friends. It's crazy. It's crazy because like a lot of those friends have watched me literally face death and live through it somehow. And I'm also thankful for that I don't have to sit here and try to prove myself to people. Like the people who you guys know that I am I'm just about the truth. I don't want anybody to suffer. I just want good things for everybody. And I don't know where I'm going with this. I felt like I had to get on the mic because I haven't been on for so long. It's wild because I think that I'm actually doing something productive right now, and I know I'm just sitting here rambling into a microphone. But it's Christmas, and I have a microphone, and I have a channel, and I wanted to encourage maybe just myself. Maybe I just wanted to put myself out there and just kind of make myself feel vulnerable and not so protected. And I just wanted to let everybody, I just wanted to share that I'm not just this beat up, sad guy. Like, I'm very, very happy and proud of where I came from and who I've become. But I'm not blind to my surroundings. I'm not blind to the pain that other people are going through. And I'm not invincible. I still feel sad and pain from things. I wish things were better. But that's my whole point. That pain, that 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 sadness doesn't have to just be sadness. It could be fuel for you to do something. It could be fuel for you to go out and build something. I guess this is turning into a me episode, but I mean, that Bronco saved my life, man. Like, I I didn't have I didn't have anything else to do. I had went from having a very busy life and a very busy family to having neither, and I needed some way to express myself. So I went out into the garage. I needed a way to release that angst, and I started just building. And that ended up leading me into a career where, I mean, that's what I do now. I didn't, I build rate. I don't know. I didn't mean for that to happen, but that pain led me in a good direction. Um, the podcast in general, like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I know that it makes me feel like I'm doing a positive thing. I know that I'm able to. I mean, there's lots of episodes I don't even post. I just sit here and talk, and I talk with people, and I don't post them because it's therapeutic just to get it out. And that's another creation from pain. And I just want to, like, encourage anybody who hears this, like, set your phone down, take a walk, take a breath, think about the things that are hurting you and why they're hurting you, and then what you're going to do about it. You're just going to sit there and let Christmas be ruined because it's not the same as it was when you were 6? I don't think so. I think it's just an opportunity for you to rebuild it. If it's not broken, then you'll never fix it. It has to be broken. You have to keep going for it to break so that you can rebuild it, because otherwise you're just driving around in a sinking boat, man. Waiting for it to sink, waiting for it to all fall apart. You're just always just sitting there waiting. I don't think we should wait anymore. I think it's time to move. I think it's time to start the dang engine, stop coasting, and start driving downhill faster and faster. Get to there. Get to where you want to go. Stop waiting. What does that mean? What does that mean? Settling. Yeah, it doesn't mean settling. It doesn't mean making rash decisions. It means starting somewhere. I know that when I'm working on a car, if I make a list, and it'll say stuff like, oh, check wheel bearings, oh, wire window harness, scrape stickers off rear window. And I'm like walking by and I'm like, I ain't got time to mess with that harness. I ain't got time to deal with that transmission. Oh, there's a razor blade. I could scrape that window sticker off real quick. And then you scratch it off and boom, you made progress. That's one thing off your list. That's one thing off your mind. That's one thing off your chest. Uh, a cool thing that we just started. Um, we have a phone, a hotline. You can text or call, leave messages. If you call during the show randomly, we film during Sundays and Fridays. You can call, leave messages, topics, whatever you want. The number is 661 612 5580. You guys just want to roast us, talk crap, give us some positive messages, tips, suggestions. It doesn't matter. That phone is for the podcast only. So use that number. Blow us up. So I was just thinking, like, what's the reason for the season, right? What are we actually celebrating? And when you're a kid, it's always about the toys, and then you realize it's family, and then you wanna push the God thing, Christ. I think that maybe along the lines they thought it was remembering that Christ's birth was. I mean, I assume that that's what it was, but it doesn't seem that that's what it really is. It seems like there's a lot of other angles that go along with it, and of course the giving of gifts. But I think that that's also like a Christ-like thing too. Like, I think that was like, I mean, that's what the three wise men traveled so far to do, was give gifts on Christ's birth to the Lord, and maybe that's where it comes from. Maybe it doesn't, but I know that when I was a kid, I think Top Gun had just came out. I know that Iron Eagle was like my favorite movie. If you haven't seen that movie, go look up that movie, Iron Eagle. It's the baddest movie. There's a little bit of racism in there, but it's fun. But one year for Christmas, I got a Top Gun slot car track, and it was the coolest thing ever. It had loops in it. It was just like these little jets, like two little jets, and they flew around on these little slot car tracks that were like painted like they're blue and white, like clouds. And man, that was just the coolest thing. And I don't think that was the reason for the season, but man, oh man, was that. They had loops and stuff, and like if you went too fast, it would break apart. And so if you hit it right, that thing would break off, and it would actually take off flying across the living room. And if you just use your imagination, you could see yourself flying through the living room. And then, like, if you look down, you could see some cool stuff. That was a good memory. I remember one year, I was super into Mighty Ducks, right? Mighty Ducks were out. That was such a good movie. And we had roller hockey. It's like hockey on a basketball court. It's really weird. It's like soccer. It was weird. It's like soccer, basketball, hockey. And they'll just put you with grown men, man. Like, if you're a kid, they'll just put you with grown men. You're just getting clobbered out there. But I remember one year I was super into hockey, roller hockey, and I got all this Mighty Duck hockey gear, right? And I'm out there just blowing slap shots through the back of the net, just post and post. Oh, I was killing it. I had holes all over that net. My ball was on fire the whole dang time. My stick, done with, you know. But my brother ended up getting a 101 Dalmatians fire truck, and he comes pedaling that thing around that corner right here. And he, like I said, I've been slapping heaters that whole morning, and he pulled around that corner, and I busted him right in his eye with one of them round hockey balls, and it was on fire, so left a lot of damage. But that kid's eye swole so shut that, like, if it started watering, it would like start farting and stuff. He pushed on it, like, it made all kinds of weird noises. But he, I feel bad for that. He's blind in that eye. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but that was a good Christmas until that happened. Um, I'm sorry for that though. This is his cat. Get out of here, man. But yeah, that was another good Christmas. Um, I feel like every Christmas is good if you look at it right. You can always find problems in everything. Anytime you get to see your family is a good time. Even if you hate them, even if you hate them, even if it's like the worst uncle, even if it's like the worst uncle or the craziest aunt, or it's your grandma who hits you with her cane because she says you smell like something she don't like. I don't know. None of those pertain to me. Um, it's just still good to see your family, your cousin that you don't get along with, because like at least you get to make fun of them. At least you get to sit there and be like, he's balder than he was last year, or oh, I wonder. Well, I'm gonna save these jokes because I'm coming to Christmas with a whole arsenal, and I don't want them to hear this. But what I'm getting at is show up, drink a couple beers. For you who smoke your weed, go have fun. Go worship God together. Go spend fellowship together. Go laugh together. Go make fun of each other. Go scream at each other. Because look, even if you're from one of those families that, like I am, where you have to yell to communicate, whoever's loudest wins. Whoever's loudest gets listened to. Whoever's about to break something, that's who gets the floor. Even if you're from those crazy families where your brothers are fighting and somebody's throwing beer bottles and freaking your homie's friend just busted up the garage door and now it don't open. Now your dad can't get to work because his Tesla's stuck. Uh, those people might not be around someday. They might not be there. And you might need somebody to yell at someday. You might need somebody to yell at you and be like, don't do that. Stop acting like an idiot. Because when you grow up, sometimes those people were yelling at you because you were acting like a damn idiot. I think back to whenever my grandpa, this is a crazy story. I'll tell this story. So I remember coming home from school, and this is the first time he's going to hear this if he listens. I don't know. Please. So I get home from school, and I usually waited for my grandma to come open the door, or my grandpa would come home and open the door. But on this particular day, they were just busy. They were just both caught up busy, and they weren't home on time. And instead of being like a respectful, good young man, and like going and like playing with the dog, or like picking up a shovel and cleaning up dog poop, or taking out the trash, no, I wanted to get inside and watch TRL. That's all I wanted. I wanted to go see what the new Eminem song. I wanted to see Blink 182. I was just, who's on TRL? That's where I was. Gay as it gets, bro. I get it. But so the only window that was slightly like loose that you could probably wiggle into was the kitchen window, the small skinny ones. And I'm like, all right, well, let's try this. And I'm wiggling. I'm almost got it. I could see the lock just barely moving. Mind you, I ripped apart the screen trying to get to the window in the first place. And I had to pull a bucket over there. I'm standing up there, and I have like it was one of those old Weber grill, those black grills. The black grills, like the actual grill from in it. I've got that out there, and I have that in the edge of the window, and I'm prying it. And I'm like trying to get it, and I'm like, oh, if I push it a little bit more, the lock will move, and I can pry it open. And I do it just a little bit more, window shatters. So already broke the window. Might as well get inside. I climb inside. And my dumbass from there, I don't even know what was going through my damn head. I just walked over there and turned on the TV and started watching TV. My grandpa gets home. Grandma gets home. They notice the window's broken. Obviously, I don't know where my mind was, just severe ADHD or what the hell ever happened there. It just totally just, after I walked out of the kitchen, it just disappeared. And he gets home and he's like, what the hell is all this glass? What happened? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, what do you mean you don't know? You didn't climb through the window? I'm like, I didn't do that. And I'm sitting here lying to him. I'm a little kid. I'm not a little kid. I'm like 11, 12, 13 maybe. 12. Had to be 12. 11 or 12. And I didn't even move the bucket that I put to climb through the window. I didn't even move it. I just left it there. Obviously left footprints and glass everywhere, all over the sink and the window seal, everything. Just left that and just completely lied to him. Just like, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. And he didn't do anything about it. He just left me alone. Because looking back now, he knew I was lying the whole damn time. Coming to that realization now and like looking back, like, holy crap, like how stupid could I, like, what the hell was I, what did we do? What, and should he have not have just beat my the ass? Like, he knew I was lying. And so I see these kids, like, every now and then we'll get these new kids at work, and they'll you just see them lying. You just know that they're lying, and it's. I mean, okay, hit the hotline 661-612-5580 if you believe that you can see when somebody's lying. You can just kind of tell, or you can't. Like, if you can't tell, I don't feel like I can lie. I am afraid to even try because I feel like I just give it away. I won't even. I'm the first one to tell you that I broke it from these experiences. Like, I look back and I'm just embarrassed as it gets, and I don't know. Another crazy little weird tangent. I don't know. First Christmas episode. Thank you guys who are listening. I know that there are people listening that don't really care for it. I can't really persuade you, but you're more than welcome on the show. Anybody else is welcome on the show. Whenever you're ready to tell your story, just reach out. Like I said, I want comedy and more segments added to this. It's not just going to be Relax Bro testimonies. It's going to be a lot of different stuff. Relax Bro is just going to be the base of everything. 2026. And if I can just encourage anybody, do that thing that you're afraid to do. That thing that you keep thinking about and you're like, I wish I would do that. For me, I keep sitting here thinking about open mics, just go to open mics, go. I'm going to do open mics. And I encourage you guys to go out and do something too. Embarrass yourself. Have some fun. Life is short. We don't have much time left. World's going crazy. Play music. Make time for your friends. Stop being angry. I have this saying that I always say that look up at the clouds and stop looking at the traffic. Oh, we got a caller. You're on the show. I'm in the middle of filming. What's up? You're on your show? Yeah, what's going on? You guys are too. You're on mic. I love you. Normally deal with. Say it again. I love you. Just want to call you. Say Happy Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas, dude. What are you guys doing? I'm going to pick up Logan from the airport to surprise Morgan's family. Where are you at? I'm about to pass Golden State in the 99. Nice. So you're leaving right now? Or you're coming up here? Well, I'm going towards you. He's at the airport right now. I'm going to pick him up. Come by. Okay. We'll stop by. I'll bring Logan by real quick. Okay. All right. Love you. Talk a little bit. All right. Love you too. Bye. That's Dan and Logan. So I guess what I'm just trying to get out of this whole thing is I'm thankful for this past year. I'm thankful for the people I've gotten to meet. I'm thankful for the things I've had to struggle through. It's been gnarly, but I've grown so much this past year, and I'm very thankful for the people in my life. And I hope that um, if you watch this show, it does something for you. And I hope that it encourages you to maybe share your story, not even on here, with people around you, because it helps people. It really does. It helps me just to tell my own story. So, yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys next year. Bye. What a gay joke. See you next year.
Seems like all these things, they keep happening. Wondering if I can get past them. Every day feels